Hey everyone, it's Tracy with Redesign Company, and today I wanted to share a project with you that I've been working on since December. Some really good friends of mine do remodel and design for a living, and sometimes when their projects are too big or too complicated, they'll hire me to help them out. So in this case, they bought this house last year, and it was classified as a duplex for some reason. We're not really sure why. It probably never would have passed code, some of the things that they did to this house previously. It was built in 1919, so it's considered a craftsman bungalow style house. It's really cute, pretty big actually. Um, but I just wanted to walk you through the as built and the remodel that we're going to do to this house. And I also want to show you some side by side before pictures of this house, the state that it was in, versus my rendering photos. So it's currently being framed. It's really exciting, I think, this time. It actually might be done framing. But material selections have been made. And so that's kind of what you're going to see here. And we may tweak it after the fact too. But this is a good example of why sometimes projects take a while. And in this case, they, I think, ended up having to do a lot more electrical work to it. And when they did that, I think they had to tear out most of the remaining walls or the sheetrock or lath and plaster, whatever was there before, which uncovered the fact that the ceiling joists for the second story, which would be the floor joists, weren't necessarily framed to hold that kind of a load. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise what they discovered there. So but I just wanted to show you my as-built and then what we came up with. So what you're seeing on the screen here is my as-built. So this is what I measured on the main level. And if we were to walk into this house, we would enter into this room here, and then there was a kitchen here, there was a range, we think, here, there's a back room here, and there's an exterior door that goes to the backyard, and a middle room here with a crawl space, and then another room here. We're not really sure if that was a bedroom or not, because it has this big opening here. There's only one main floor bathroom, and the door here, if you'll notice, opens out to the hallway, and then a huge laundry room. And then we see these tiny little stairs that go up to the second floor. And when I mean tiny, they were maybe like this wide. I don't know how anybody would ever get any sort of large furniture up there. But anyway, one thing I wanted to point out to you guys is this here is the original exterior wall. So this was a 2x6 exterior wall. You can tell that there used to be a door here, and you'll see that in the photos in a second. And then this section they added onto the back of it, and it's a shed roof basically. So none of these here are load bearing. So there's some walls that disappeared that you'll see in the photos. So I kind of just wanted to show you here. This was a second story bathroom, which it was, I don't know how anybody was able to use this. You'll see that in a second with the before photo. If you're any sort of tall person, you would not be able to use this toilet at all. So this was a complete afterthought here. So this is just demo framing overlay. That's framing there. So here's what we decided on for the actual kitchen layout, bathroom layout, rearranging it. So you may want to go back and look at the original here. So what we decided to do was open this up here, make this a dining room, and add a huge pantry for storage. So there's not a lot of closets in this house, but this right here will help a lot. So then we decided to make this the kitchen. So the wall that you saw earlier that was here is gone, and we framed in a laundry room here. We originally had these to the exterior wall, but we found out that they had passed a code that they don't want any kind of plumbing on an exterior wall. So we may have to do something with the sink. We don't know. And then over here, we did turn this into primary master bedroom. And then we turned the laundry room into the master primary bathroom. So gave them a walk-in shower. There's a pedestal tub here, so it sits on top of the floor. And then we've got a water closet and double vanity. And so if we come over here, we remodeled this little half bath, or it's not really half bath, I guess it's the main bath, but we rearranged it so that it made more sense, so that we could have an in-swing door instead of an out-swing door. So we've got a shower in the corner, same plumbing location as before, but we just moved the vanity faucet over here. So that is what we came up with for the remodel. And then this would be the new bathroom upstairs portion. So you can see here, they actually ended up widening the stairs, which is great. I think that needed to happen. So I want to show you some before photos now. Okay, so the living room looking into the kitchen, that was this view. So you can see it was in a lot of decay, not necessarily decay, but just neglect. You can tell they probably smoked a lot in this house. There's a lot of yellowing on the ceiling, yellowing on the trim, just kind of in general. So that's the original from when I measured, and then this was the rendering that I came up with for that view. So this was the new pantry area. I don't know if they'll do outswing doors or not, or they could do sliding doors if they wanted to, or pocket doors. But this is a great way to help you visualize what it could be. So here's another view here. So we're in the original kitchen, and this is where we think there was a range because there's a vent right there. This door goes into the laundry room, the original laundry room, and this is the back room. So that's looking the same direction. So we opened this up, made the kitchen a lot bigger, more functional. So then when we get into the laundry room, the old laundry room, this is what it looks like here. So right here is where that exterior door would have been on the original exterior wall. And so this is what it would look like now. And you can see the tiny little stairs right there. They're so small. I don't know how that would have passed for a duplex, but it, I guess, did. So this photo here is laundry room opposite the original exterior door location. So facing what would be the living room. And so we have a tub going there right now. But the doors are really cute. And in some of these houses, you know, we try to save what we can, but sometimes it's in such disrepair that it's just not gonna work. And so here's more laundry room, original laundry room. So this was the door to the original kitchen, and now there's going to be a shower there, or there is, it's already framed, so it's there. That's the original exterior door, which is what this is now. So yeah, this house seemed to have a lot of neglect, and we're not really sure why. It just did, and the attic was just full of stuff. So same laundry room, kind of the same viewpoint. Double vanities go here with the door moving right about here. So it's going to be a big difference. So then if we get into, let's see. So this would be where the kitchen's going. So this was that back room, this back section of the house that was added on that has a shed roof. So the roof actually pitches. And you'll see that in the kitchen photos here. So this wall is actually gone. It was here on this photo. But I don't know if they'll keep this window or not. We've got a filler right here on the cabinet, so it's going to hit the trim because it's so wide. But other than that, all of this stuff is gone. It's just, sometimes it's better to just start over. Here's another view. So looking in towards the original kitchen into the front door, the living room area. So this is kind of the same viewpoint. It's just turned a little bit. But you can see how much it was opened up and how much room the kitchen's going to have. So they had to move this electrical panel also. And so these are my kitchen renderings. So you can see here how the ceiling pitches. So we just chose to do the cabinet straight across. And then I rendered the selections that were chosen for this here. So then if we go and look at the hall bath, main level. So this is the little bathroom where the door actually swung out into the hallway, and this is why, because they had a sink here. So it's just kind of a weird layout, but we fixed that, and the door's gonna swing in now. So I think that'll be a better solution. Here's just another view of that. There's actually another bedroom on the main level too, towards the front of the house. So I think by the end of this, it'll be, let's see, 1, 2, at least 4 bedrooms, and 2.5 bath, or 3 bath actually. So this was the before. So I think that'll be a huge difference, more functional that way. And then I wanted to show you the upstairs bathroom, what it looked like before. So this was the upstairs bathroom. So this is the stairs going down, the little tiny stairs. This is facing the stairs that go down. So this bathroom was framed into the attic portion, and right here is what I was talking about. If you're a tall person, you're not going to be able to really use this bathroom at all. There's just no room. And on the opposite side, they framed in a sort of shower. I don't think I could even fit in there. It was so small, but that's what we mean by we don't know how this would have passed as a duplex at all. I thought here's this, going down the stairs, they had this door to the outside, which this door is not a normal size door either. It's very small. So here again, I don't know how any of this would have made it into be a duplex. So we do have a framing photo upstairs for this. So they widened the stairs here, which needed to happen. And then this bathroom is actually, if you'll notice here, built up probably to accommodate the plumbing because it was never meant to be there. So they were able to level that, which was awesome, and then just frame it actually bigger than what I had. So that's great. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show you today. It's in progress, but this is why it takes a while, because design and remodel, it's a process. It's not HGTV. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen in an hour's time. It'll take months for these jobs to get done. But yeah, I kind of wanted to show that to you guys today. And I'm hoping to update you guys once they get a little further along in the process. I think it'll be a really, really nice project when it's done. It'll be a nice home for a family, a great location. So you'll have to stick around for updates on that. But I just wanted to thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and all of that. It helps out the algorithm. It helps YouTube show me to other people. So I do appreciate all that. Please send me some ideas of what you want to see. I'm very open to any of that, but I think this project's going to turn out really well when they're done. So that's what I have for you today, and we'll see you on the next one.